Yeah, I'm looking for some people who's looking for peace. Maybe together we could make the war cease. Now we can send mankind to the moon, and we can reach to the bottom of the sea. That's why it's really kinda baffles me that we cannot end wars and bring peace, and we cannot change the way people act, and we cannot change the way people think. So if we sit back, chill out and relax, civilization will soon be extinct. That's why I am.
สวัสดีค่ะ Emmanuel Jal is today an internationally acclaimed Sudanese hip-hop singer. He's also a very active peace advocate and works with many charities. I discussed with him the Sudanese conflict, his experience as a child soldier, and his hope for the future.
I'm calling on the whole wide world. Come on, people, would you help me? Let's scream and shout, cause we want peace. To say the least.
Were you in South Sudan last year when they declared independence?
Actually, I was in Kenya, so I happened to miss a plane that would to take me to the celebration.
But did you vote for it?
Yeah, I voted.
But the situation now between Sudan and South Sudan doesn't look very good at all.
As you could see, basically it's the oil. 75% of the oil has gone to South Sudan. And a lot of the areas that Khartoum called belong to the north are actually areas from the people in the south, because it's the Dinka tribes' territories. But because there's oils in those areas, so they still want to claim it to be the north, because everything is with the south. But it's because of the wrong policies they had in place, because South Sudan was telling them, let's all be equal. Equal religion, all the religion should be treated equally, and all human beings should be the same. And some people behind the policies didn't want to do that, and so South Sudan decided to have their own government.
When I hear news about Sudan and South Sudan as well, I hear religious conflict, ethnic conflict, political conflict as well. What is the root cause of all of these problems?
The root cause is food. It's the land, it's the oil, it's the gold, it's human resources like almost free labor, which was slavery. So religion was used as a tool to spread an ideology, and they used that to extend the empathy to people who have accepted that faith. So if you become a Muslim, then you're treated better than somebody who's not Muslim, but that doesn't mean you're better off than the people on power, because Sudan has been made into an Arabic state and an Islamic state. So they tend to favor people who are Arabs and Muslims. So there's the way they grade the system. So a first-class citizen would be an Arab Muslim, and then any Arab Muslim from any nation probably is much gonna be treated better than an African Muslim. For example, if we have a dispute at the shop with a foreigner who's an Arab and a Muslim, even though I'm right, they'll be told they're right, and I go to jail. And so those are the things that are not in the Constitution, but that's how the system is working. That's what created a lot of conflict, and that's why South Sudan rebelled. And for 50 years, they've been trying to crush South Sudan for standing on and saying, you have to change the policy. We have to be the same. And so they've insisted and refused to change those policies. And they want Sudan now to be still Islamic and Arabic state. And South Sudan decided to say, we're going to be a free state.
So things should be better for South Sudan now that it has separated from Sudan.
South Sudan is in much better situation it is than 10 years ago. The conflicts we have are minor. The number of the people dying are less compared to before. 2.5 million people died during that time. Some died of starvation. But the tribal conflicts that are existing, some of them were fueled during the war by the Khartoum government, because what they want is to create conflict so South Sudan does not exist. But at the moment, what they're trying to do is recruit militias that can capture the oil areas, and then they can sign a deal with them So the militias get the money, then the oil is pumped, so they look like a coup has happened, and so it will be difficult to remove those militias. And so in reality, what is the battle is the oil. And the people themselves, the normal civilians, want peace, both in North and South. So you find at the political level, it's the government and few individuals that are benefiting out of the conflicts, are the ones which are clenching into power or creating ideologies to get the poor to go to the battlefields.